Welcome back for another deep dive. Today, we're going to be looking at a pretty intriguing passage,
Yeah, okay.
Joshua chapter 23 from the Bible.
Oh, cool.
And now you might be thinking, ancient scripture, how is that relevant to my life? But trust me, this chapter has some surprisingly insightful advice for navigating those challenges and achieving success even in today's world.
Yeah, it's fascinating how these ancient texts, often offer just like a timeless perspective on the human experience.
Yeah.
And this chapter in particular, it's like a leadership blueprint.
Oh, interesting.
It's like a farewell address from Joshua to the Israelites, guiding them as they're entering a new era.
Right. It's Joshua's last speech, and he's passing on wisdom gleaned from a lifetime of leading the Israelites through, all those triumphs and the trials.
Mm-hmm.
And he starts off by reminding them of everything they've accomplished with God's help.
Right.
Escaping slavery, conquering enemies, settling in a new land.
Yeah, and it's not just a simple recounting of events, is it? He's really emphasizing the power of remembering, of recognizing the good things that have happened, even in the midst of hardship.
Yeah.
Modern psychology calls this gratitude.
Yo.
And there's tons of research on how powerful it can be.
Yeah.
Studies show that actively cultivating gratitude can actually increase resilience, improve relationships, and even boost your physical health.
It's like training your brain to focus on the positive, which then helps you face challenges with more strength and optimism.
Exactly. And Joshua goes on to warn the Israelites about something that could erode that hard-won resilience, straying from their core values.
Okay.
He tells them to be wary of the influences of the nations around them and to hold fast to their covenant with God.
So how do we apply that concept in a modern secular context?
Right.
I mean, we're not exactly facing, enemy nations trying to sway us towards idol worship.
That's a great point. It's
Yeah.
about recognizing the things that could distract us from our goals and values, whatever those may be.
Right.
We are bombarded with information and opinions and temptations every single day.
Yeah.
It's so easy to get pulled in a million directions if we're not clear about what truly matters to us.
So it's like a call to be more intentional about what we let into our lives, huh? The media we consume, the people we surround ourselves with, even the thoughts we allow to take root in our minds.
Absolutely. Joshua is urging the Israelites, and by extension, us, to guard our hearts and minds,
Yeah.
to be discerning about what we allow to influence us.
Yeah.
It's about protecting our inner compass, so to speak.
And speaking of compasses, Joshua also highlights the importance of staying focused on the journey ahead. He reminds the Israelites that blessings come with a responsibility to act,
Yes.
to keep moving forward.
This part really struck me. It's not a passive sit back and wait for good things to happen kind of message.
Yeah.
Joshua's emphasizing the importance of effort,
Right.
understanding that actions have consequences, both good and bad.
Right.
He's calling for a commitment to actively living out your values.
It reminds me of something I read recently about the power of grit.
Yes.
It's not just about talent or intelligence. It's about that tenacious dedication to your goals, that willingness to keep pushing forward even when things get tough.
Right. And it's about recognizing that achieving anything worthwhile requires effort and discipline. It's about owning your choices and understanding that you have the power to shape your own destiny.
So far, we've got gratitude, staying true to our values, and taking responsibility for our actions.
Yeah.
Is there anything else Joshua emphasizes in this final address?
There is.
Oh, okay.
And it's a powerful warning against something that can sneak up on even the most successful
Okay.
complacency.
Here's where it gets interesting. He's literally seen the Israelites go from slaves to conquerors, and he's still warning them about complacency. Tell me more about that.
He's essentially saying that victory or achieving a goal doesn't mean you can just sit back and relax.
Right.
In fact, that's often when danger is greatest.
Wow.
Complacency can lead to stagnation,
Right.
to losing that drive that got you there in the first place.
So even after achieving incredible success, it's still crucial to maintain that forward momentum,
Yeah,
that hunger for growth and improvement.
precisely. And that's something we can all relate to on a personal level, right?
Yeah.
We achieve a goal, we get a promotion, we hit a milestone, and it's so easy to fall into a pattern of just coasting along.
Right.
But Joshua's reminding us that true fulfillment comes from constantly striving,
Yeah.
from pushing ourselves beyond our comfort zones. It's like that saying, right? The journey is the reward. It's about embracing the process of growth and learning rather than just focusing on the end goal.
So how do we avoid fallen into that complacency trap. I mean, it's human nature to want to relax and enjoy the fruits of our labor. Right.
It's about recognizing the signs, I think.
Oh,
Are
yeah.
you still excited about your work? Are you challenging yourself to learn new things? Are you contributing to something bigger than yourself? If the answer to those questions is no, then it might be time for a course correction.
It's like doing a regular checkup, not just for our physical health, but for our mental and emotional well-being too, huh?
Exactly. And it doesn't have to be like a drastic overhaul.
Right?
Sometimes small adjustments can make a big difference.
Yeah.
Maybe it's taking on a new project at work, setting aside dedicated time for learning a new skill, or simply making an effort to connect with people who inspire you.
I love that idea, surrounding yourself with people who challenge you to grow and evolve.
Right.
It goes back to that idea of being intentional about the influences we allow into our lives.
And it circles back beautifully to Joshua's message of staying true to your values.
Yeah.
When you're clear about what's important to you, it's easier to make choices that align with those values, even when faced with distractions or temptations.
It's like having that internal compass guiding you, helping you stay on course, even when the seas get rough.
Yeah.
So as we wrap up our deep dive into Joshua 23, I'm struck by how relevant these ancient principles are to our modern lives.
Yeah.
Gratitude, staying true to our values, active commitment, and fighting complacency. It's like a blueprint for living a fulfilling and meaningful life.
It really is.
Yeah.
And while the context may be different, the core message is timeless. We have the power to shape our own destinies.
Right.
It's a call to action to live intentionally, to embrace growth, and to never stop striving for our best selves.
And that's a powerful message to take with us no matter where we are on our journey.
Absolutely.
So what stands out to you from Joshua's farewell address? What resonates most with your own life experiences?
You know, for me, it's the reminder that life is a journey, not a destination.
Yeah.
It's about embracing the challenges and celebrating the triumphs, all while staying true to who we are and what we believe in. And it's about never letting ourselves get too comfortable, always striving to learn and grow and evolve.
Yeah, it's so easy to get caught up in the day-to-day and lose sight of that bigger picture. But Joshua's speech is a powerful reminder to pause and reflect on where we've been, where we're going, and what we want our legacy to be.
It makes you think about what you'd want to say in your own farewell address, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What wisdom would you want to pass on? What impact do you hope to have made?
Those are some profound questions.
Yeah.
And maybe that's the real takeaway from this deep dive. It's not just about reading an ancient text. It's about letting those words spark a deeper conversation with ourselves about how we want to live our lives.
It's about recognizing that we're all on a journey.
Right.
And this ancient wisdom can serve as a guide,
Yeah.
helping us navigate those challenges and make choices that lead to a life of purpose and meaning.
So to our listener, as we close out this deep dive, we want to leave you with a final thought to ponder.
Right.
Think about your own life and goals. What resonates with you most from Joshua's message?
Right.
Is it the power of gratitude, the importance of staying true to your values, the commitment to action, or the vigilance against complacency?
And even more importantly, what small step can you take today to apply that wisdom to your own life? It doesn't have to be a grand gesture. Even a small, intentional step in the right direction can make a world of difference.
Remember, as Joshua reminds us, even after achieving great things, the journey continues. So keep striving, keep growing, and keep exploring the depths of your own potential.
Right.
Until next time, keep diving deep.